all the mistakes I made. I dragged and ball and chain. I'll need an alibi.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an album review. Today, it's going to be another tough one, not because it's a terrible band. No, it's because in my opinion, it's the most perfect band to ever exist. And that is, of course, The Kills. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Kills, Blood Pressures album we're going to be reviewing today. Now, this album right here is one of my favorite albums ever. Like, there is no other album better than this one, in my opinion. It's the greatest fucking album ever. There's so much to talk about with this album. I'm gonna nerd out because this album is just fucking incredible. The Kills, of course, I'm sure that of those of you who pay attention to this channel, I mention quite regularly because, as I said before, they're out of perfection. This album right here now is a very different album compared to all the others. Now, see, the Kills that typically are all mean, keep on your mean side, wow, they're this cool, badass band. Well, then you come to Blood Pressures, and Blood Pressures has kind of this moody blues sound, like they were hurt, like they're telling the world that, hey, someone wronged me, or I'm hurt, or I have feelings type scenario. And this album is a very angry yet very moody sounding album compared to their other ones, but it still works. It's still amazing. It's still just utter perfection. It's still Alice Mosshart being the queen of rock and roll, kicking ass on her vocals. Jamie Hens and his very unique guitaring. Now, I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, that Jamie Hens is probably one of the most unappreciated guitarist of all times. If people really knew how this guy played guitar, they would put him right up there with Jack White or Jimi Hendrix or Jimmy Page, because Jamie Hens, first of all, knows how to play the guitar. Second off, he plays the guitar in a very unique way. He tunes it into a different tuning, tunes it like to low C, but with the C string tuned down to B. And he strums with the thumb, giving it kind of like a bass drone sound. And then he plays the other strings with his pointer finger, and it does all these weird different chords. It's very unique, very different. I've seen it play live, and it's just, wow, it's really crazy cool. As I said, Jamie Hens is one of the most unappreciated guitarists of all times. This album, he outdoes himself. I mean, as I said, this is my favorite album. He outdoes himself. The effects he uses is pretty phenomenal. I love how he actually has his own song in this one. And then, it's Wild Charms. He does that himself. First time that Jamie does it solo. But one of the things I love about The Kills is how both Jamie and Allison sing together. They sing in a duet, and they sing in utter perfection. Like, they don't have a time they're spot on with each other, and it's truly amazing. I love it. I love every single fucking song on this album. This album is just, it is my favorite. I don't know what else to say. It's my favorite fucking album. I love Satellite. I love The Future Starts So Slow. I love frickin' DNA. One of my favorite songs of all times has to be the very last track on this album, which is called Pots and Pans. Love that song to death. It's one of my favorite personal songs. I love how at the end of the song, it's "These are the days we'll never forget when the dawn dawns on you." Now, if you were to listen to this whole entire album, it speaks to you. It speaks to you on levels that such that only music can speak to you. I cannot recommend this album enough. It's just an incredible album. The Kills are an incredible band. I speak nothing but high regards for this band. This is a 1,000,000 out of 1,000,000 album. This is actually my personal favorite album of all times. It also, if you haven't noticed, White Blood Cell was the last one I did on the White Stripes. Blood Red Shoes. And then this is Blood Pressures. I have a thing for blood. I don't know what it is, but I just have a thing for blood. But either way, the Kills Blood Pressures album, I highly recommend getting this album. I highly recommend looking it up and listening to the entire album. I cannot recommend this album enough. I could go on for hours and hours about the Kills. I can go on and on for hours about this particular album. But I'm not going to nerd out that hardcore. But I will. Either way, this album, please listen to it. Normally on this, I tell you to listen to it. But I beg of you to listen to this album. Because this album is, again, utter perfection. It's just, Kills are an amazing band. They deserve the recognition that they also rightfully deserve. They're a very unique band. They're one of a kind band. You will not be sorry if you listen to this album. The Kills Blood Pressures, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, 1,000,000 out of 1,000,000. Now, if you guys want me to do a review, please write down in the comments, and I will get to it. You gotta realize, guys, I'm a one-man. I do everything one man here. I do my own editing. I do my own filming. I do my own uploads, all that crazy shit. So, please, keep sending in the request. I will get to them. And please listen to the Kills, because the Kills, again, are utter perfection. I absolutely love the Kills. With that said, we'll all see you in the next video. So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Thank you.